Redditor, where we recap all of the new releases from the week. Here we are again, Ryan. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Hope you're having a great one.
Week. Yeah, I feel like it's been a great week, you know?
Just one of those. It has been a good week, but you know what? We're not going to go home until we're proud, so.
What an epic clip, Ryan. You're going to have to share that with the broader community so that everybody can be in on the joke.
I will.
But as always, if you can see us and you can hear us, please say hello in the comments as I share us live into the official community here. And I think we're live in all the places. So let's open up our chat window, Ryan. And we already got our first hello coming in from none other than Mr. David Linton, our familiar face down in Jacksonville. Gravity is still working. Thanks for confirming that.
Thank God.
And then look at this. Ripley's Believe Do It. .it.
.it.
.it. Thanks for checking in. East Hampton, Massachusetts, right? MA?
Yeah, as far as I know.
Remember Ripley's Believe It or Not? Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Those were cool.
It's still around as far as I know.
Nice.
Just like medieval times.
Still have yet to go, but there is one in Dallas. So one day it's going to happen.
All right.
Maybe we should go in October, Ryan.
I'm down.
Before we jump into this week's releases, just a friendly reminder, we've got 50 Gs still up for grabs.
On the line.
Contest is still running. All you got to do is make an AI agent. I think it can be voice or chat, correct? Conversation AI or voice?
Exactly. Entering's pretty easy. We've got on the countdown timer 11 days, 5 hours, and 34 minutes and 50 seconds. So get on it. You still got some time. I think we might have extended this a little bit.
Yes. If you want a slice of that sweet, sweet cheddar, all you got to do is publish your AI agents into the marketplace and you will be eligible to win. All right, what do you say we hop into some releases, Ryan?
Okie dokie.
First up this week, Voice AI. Speaking of Voice AI, we now have internationalization support. You gotta love it.
It's great. So this is going to respect your language settings, and it's going to cover languages like German, Spanish, French, Canadian French, real French, Dutch, Portuguese, Brazilian, and Portugal types, as well as Italian, Swedish, Spanish, Finnish, and Norwegian. I mean, that's a lot of languages.
That is a lot of languages. I think a lot of folks are going to be thrilled. So you've been waiting on it in your language, and your language is one of those. It's your week. Go check it out. Let us know what you think. Matt's checking in from Columbus. Nice to see you, Matt. Happy Friday.
Which Columbus? There's a lot of them. Let us know.
Good point. All right, let's talk about some new integrations. It was a big week for integrations, Ryan. We got a Notion integration native in the app now.
Yeah, so this is a lot of these ones that we're going through right now are specific for workflows because that's where a lot of the interaction that you'd want to have happen would happen. So again, just the march forward to get workflows to be integrated with everything so that you can do all your wizardry right within workflows. You won't have to go out to some third-party app and bring it in and do all this confusing stuff. So Notion's one of the first ones here. There's a long list of triggers, which I'm not going to read through because it's quite long. It's extensive. So go ahead and give it a shout there. You can check out the release notes here in the presentation, but there's lots of availability for you to trigger on Notion as well as some of these other ones coming up.
Yeah, let's talk some more integrations. We also rolled out an integration for Google Contacts, actions and triggers. This is pretty cool. I didn't even know this was in the works, but I love it. So basically, you integrate, and then anytime you add a contact to your Google account, which is technically independent from Gmail, right? This isn't reliant on the Gmail integration.
As far as I know, I mean, Contacts is a separate app technically for Google. So
yeah. So we've got that integrated natively, so you can sync those back and forth. We got Keith checking in from Washington State. It's probably lovely up there right now, huh? This time of year?
I think it is.
Probably lovely. I can imagine. We also have a native ClickUp integration that rolled out this week. Very big one. You probably love this one, Ryan.
I love this one. We use a lot. We use ClickUp a ton. So there's lots of different things that we need to connect, and this is very helpful for us.
Looking at the show notes here, and this is another one with just like a ton of triggers and actions that rolled out with it. So really robust.
It is, yeah.
Speaking of robust, this next application itself is very robust. People love it. Airtable, natively integrated as well.
Amazing. Yeah, we've got like new records, updating records for triggers, and then you can also do actions like create new ones, update them, go find different ones. So yeah, lots of different things you can do with sort of some basic stuff and getting that data into your Airtable databases.
Love it. We got a lot of international check-ins coming in here, Ryan. We've got Farouk from Pakistan. Nice to see you. We've got Daniel checking in from Madrid. Nice. ClickUp. He's stoked on that. And we got MJ checking in from Valencia.
What's happening?
Valencia, a city or a country, Ryan?
It's a city. It could also be a country, but not the one that I'm aware of.
Sounds like a fancy place. I'd like to go there. Next up is another integration. We now have the native Jobber integration live. I know a lot of folks in the community that work in the home services have been waiting for this one. It's live on both ends. You'll see it in Jobber. You'll see it in our app marketplace now. And yeah, you're good to go. If you've got customers using both, the native bridge has been built.
Yes, and this is a little bit more extensive, and in fact took quite a long time because there was a lot of testing that went on between the two teams there. We had the privilege of being involved with that, which was a lot of fun. But you can not only do things with workflows, we have some very specific workflow actions and triggers, but you can also work directly with contacts, so that contacts will automatically get created, and it's sort of a two-way sync. So really nice integration there. The team took their time on this to get it right. So go ahead and check it out, but should be really good to go on there.
Yeah, can't wait to see the feedback on that. I see a lot of people on Facebook. I threw up a post earlier, and it's going wild. So should be a popular one.
Oh yeah.
Next up is a pretty sweet little update to workflows. So basically, contactless triggers exist now for triggers like inbound webhook. Help me out, Ryan. Some of the other ones.
Event-based triggers. So like when events are happening, inbound webhooks are probably one of like the most common things there. Yeah. But yeah, they're all event-based.
So those workflows will just fire, not needing a contact to enter the workflow because it's like an event that's happening. And then you can now use actions like internal notifications to notify people of stuff happening in a workflow that fired without a contact.
Yes. And they also did some little tweaking here to update it so that there was no option in this case for an assigned user, because you can't assign a user to an event, obviously. So nice little slick update, polish some rough edges there, and it's out.
This is timely. It's funny because shout out to my boy Chef Tony out in Bethesda, Maryland, wizard in the kitchen. He's got a website in HighLevel, and he pinged me about doing like he does these daily specials, and he's like, can it just change every day based on the day of the week? And I was like, sure, let me roll up the sleeves. I love to dive into workflow land. You know, it's been a little while, Ryan. I'm not gonna lie. So I built it out, and I'm like, okay, this is awesome. It's like, yeah, it figures out what day of the week it is, changes the custom value, loops it back. I'm like, this is great. And then I'm like, wait a minute, how do I trigger this workflow? Like, this is just a daily thing that should happen. And I'm like, how do we do this? And I ended up just pushing myself as a contact into it manually to get it going. But the team tells me now that this one's out, they're also going to roll out a new trigger that's just like, I think it's called like daily trigger or like something like that, where you can just basically say, hey, fire this trigger every other day or every week or every month or whatever.
What the developers would call a cron job.
There we go. So we've got cron job capability in workflows now, which is sweet because now it's not just like I feel like this is a big step forward for the workflow builder, right? It's
It
becoming
is.
like an N8N type of experience. It's also becoming just like a total. I mean, I guess it always been
Yeah,
an.
that
You know what
you're
I'm
not
saying?
wrong in highlighting this. This really does unlock a lot of different use cases that previously were really awkward to run. Like, hey, like there's something happening in ClickUp that's kind of cool, and we just want to pull it in and start doing some things. It's not related to a person at all, nor
Yeah,
would it be. And so this is a great step forward there.
I love it. I'm really pumped. We got more check-ins coming, Ryan. We got Mr. M. Dongo. That's funny.
What's
Good
up?
morning from LA. Good morning. Charles, I feel like is coming in with I feel like we're on a treasure hunt now or something. Edge of the Earth, 29 Palms,
Well,
Ryan.
29 Palms is in the middle of the desert in California.
Oh,
And most of the Marines that I know that were stationed there wanted to quit instantly. It's
oh,
not a fun
29
place to be.
Palms is a Marine base.
There is a Marine base there. There's other things too, but
I
yeah.
thought this was like the first clue in a
No.
journey that we were going to embark upon. We got artificial grass marketing checking in. Love that niche. Every time I see it, you must be killing it. I imagine that you are.
In California, they are for sure.
Let's check out our next update. This one is a good one. Collab got a ton of UX enhancements for faster app navigation. It's looking really sweet, Ryan.
It is looking good, and this is less of an enhancement and more of they rebuilt a lot of the different components here. And the end result is that it just moves super smooth, super unified, slick, all the different adjectives you can think of. But it's behaving like a very well polished app now. We've also got a unified login flow, a new new bottom bar navigation, so it makes switching between different apps really easily. And some subtle other but powerful UI enhancements throughout the app as well.
Love it. Looks beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Super pumped up on that. Again, hopefully everybody knows that we sneakily launched it. We haven't really fully announced it yet, but if you go to the university tab at your agency level, you'll get into our new community running in Collab. And it's really fun to see what's going on in there, Ryan. I'm loving the RSS automated feed posts.
Yeah.
I'm pretty pumped. I think people are going to love
It's
it.
not just, I mean, I think the idea that you had was that it'd be a much easier way to get people into a lot of the courses that we've developed. But also you can kind of get a good snapshot of like what's happening, like all the blog posts that we're putting out, different topics we're talking about, town halls, stuff like that. So be on the lookout there.
Yeah, 100%. Actually, I'm just going to show this off right now. There. Can you guys see that?
I can see it.
Okay. So what's really cool, like what we can't do in the Facebook community is basically segment the conversations, right? So now it's like, oh yeah, I totally love town hall stuff. I can go here and just get updated, or I love feature stuff. Show me it all. And it's all just being auto fed in here. So it's like, if you don't want to miss anything feature wise, make sure you're hanging out in this channel over here.
Yeah. 100%.
You're a certified admin. You want to be hanging over here. All our virtual event stuff is now being pumped. Oh, well, it will be soon pumped. Maybe I need to refresh into this channel here. And
soft launch.
like Ryan mentioned, the learning tab is now where we're housing all of the new courses, and it's obviously a way better experience. So check it out if you haven't. Hit that university tab and let us know what you think. All right, our next update is one that I absolutely love. The funnel builder now has height and width control for page builder elements. I'm told all elements, right, Ryan? So
yeah,
now you can get that exact precision that we all love.
Couldn't be happier to have this. It prevents you from having to mess around with padding and margin and all these crazy settings you just forget.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes building pages a lot cleaner, a lot easier to handle. And we've got different units as well, including percentage, because a lot of times you just want it to be sort of responsive based on the screen size, not a specific pixel dimension. And so that's now enabled as well.
Yeah, I love it. And I'm assuming this fixes my problem that I've had for years, which always drove me nuts, is like, let's say you have two columns and you want one to be like 3/4 instead of just 50. And then you're just like guessing. And you're like, how do I know?
Kind of dragging it. It might be there, maybe not.
Yeah. So now we've got that precise ability to dial it in, which is awesome. So let us know what you think about that. Looks like, oh, we got another screenshot of that. It looks like.
Well, it kind of unlocks this other thing, which is content spacing in the horizontal columns. So now it supports doing even spacing between, separating them apart, etc. So you get more control in the columns as well.
Nice GIF, Ryan. I like those patterns. Those are cool.
They're not mine, but I'll take credit.
All right. There you go. Next up, countdown timer. The label thing got an update, which I think is sweet because I could see how that would really prevent somebody from using it.
Yeah, so you could change it in terms of visible and not visible, and of course you can modify what the words say as well. Plus all the other formatting. Just to remind everybody that you can really customize these to your heart's content. This is probably not the most beautiful design that I came up with, but you can really make it your own and brand it on theme as much as you want.
Yeah, and I feel like let's plug it, Ryan, while we're here. Hopefully everybody knows that you can create countdown timers that exist in an email and on a landing page. So, you send me an email, you tell me you got this promotion. I see that it's, expiring in 2 hours and 10 minutes. When I click and hit the landing page, it'll be 2 hours and 9.5 minutes, like in sync, the timers, which
it's really important to be congruent in for timers, because you're not really building trust if you're lying there. So this bridges that gap tremendously well.
Yeah, love it. Okay, next one is a really cool looking update here for communities. We now have native newsletters. So basically you could toggle these things on and it basically shoots out a summary of what's been going on in your community.
It does. And you've got full settings and control, as well as the users have the ability to turn it on and off too. But you can kind of think of this as like a digest of what's been happening. So it drives engagement a lot to be able to, okay, you don't just have to log in. You can get a quick email and see what's going on and then just hop right into that area. If you got a comment about something, makes things really efficient.
Yeah, it's really sweet. I think it's looking great. I'm sure we'll iterate on it a little bit based on the feedback. I've already seen some good feedback come in. So test it out and let the team know what you think. Next up, we got a nerdy one here. Shopify and WooCommerce webhook optimization, 76 to 91.5% faster, Ryan. That is no joke.
It isn't. So I always like to give the devs a bit of a shout out here. I don't think this one was marked as announced, but they are working really hard and getting some great points on the board for reducing the amount of stuff that our servers have to do, which makes it way faster for you. So we're talking about single digit milliseconds now for webhook firings, and that makes the entire experience way better for everybody. So shout out to our backend guys for working on all this stuff. This is one of many things that they're working on.
Yeah, absolutely. Nice work, team. You got to love that. 91.5% faster is insane. Ad Manager got an awesome update this week. The Google ad campaigns now have image support. So you can add images to your Google ads. And if you're like me and you're thinking, wait a minute, Google ads have images? No, they don't, right? But the search display ones do. And there's another place, right, Ryan?
There is one more place, and I'm forgetting where, and it's not noted here, so I won't be able to tell you, but it supports it. So you're there.
Yeah. So if you run in like the display ad option, and there's one more option, I can't remember what it is. They do support images, and now you can have
search display and YouTube. I found it.
There we go. YouTube. Yeah. Perfect. Love it. Super flexible. I'm so pumped up on the Ad Manager, Ryan. You're gonna see. Well,
careful.
We're on the same team here, but we're gonna go ham with this thing, and I really am pumped up because Ryan, sometimes you can get lost in the sauce, right? And you're just like overthinking it, and you're chasing all these shiny objects and tactics and this and that, and then you step back and you realize, you know what the problem is with this business? Nobody knows that they exist.
Yes.
Or what they sell. You just need to put some ads out there, and so we're going to go really hard with Ad Manager. I'm super pumped up about it. It's getting so robust. And expect big things in Q4 coming for Ad Manager.
Yeah.
We'll leave it at that.
We will.
Next up, the prospecting tool got an update. You can now detect website hosting type. So it used to tell you if it was a WordPress site, but now it will actually tell you there's a handful of them that it detects now,
Yeah,
right?
it'll detect WordPress, Lead Connector, Webflow, Squarespace, Wix, Framer. I mean, I'm sure we'll expand this list, but that covers like especially Squarespace and Wix. I know a lot of small businesses have got those sort of legacy sites there, so
Yeah,
good stuff to know about as you're doing your audit reports.
that is good to know. Because if I see
Mhm.
Squarespace, I'm like, what are you doing? Switch immediately now.
Yeah.
We had a few other enhancements roll out this week. Ad Manager has a European political ads compliance enhancement. Wow.
We are all about compliance enhancements. It's one of our favorite things to talk about. And so anyway, we're making sure that if you're running political ads in the EU, otherwise known as the European Union, man, I'm having a hard time getting that one out. You're now going to be in compliance with all their regulations, so you don't shoot yourself in the foot.
Yeah,
As
that's
always, check
nice.
out the policy guidelines from Google, but you're good there.
Nice. We also had a sweet update to the native phone system. There's a whole batch of new countries that we now have numbers for. Do we have the list, Ryan, in
We
notes?
do. Argentina, Benin. I didn't know that was a country. My
I'd
bad
go
on that one.
Benin.
Oh, Benin. Sorry. Bulgaria, Colombia, Ecuador, El Salvador, Hong Kong, Indonesia, Israel, Malaysia, Netherlands, Panama, Peru, Romania, Slovakia, Slovenia, Sweden, Thailand, and Tunisia. So we got through that list at least.
That's a big update. If
It
you've been
is.
waiting for numbers in any of those countries, this is your week.
Yeah, just a quick note, not all of those support everything. So some of them only support voice. It just, again, we're just getting at parity with Twilio here. So if Twilio supports it, we do too. That's the bottom line.
Nice. All right, it is time to check out some worth the wait upcoming releases. What do we got coming soon? We got move domains between sub accounts. Ooh, that is very handy. I like that one a lot.
It is. I'm sure you can imagine that there's a lot of times where maybe you bought a domain in one account and you're changing it over, or the business got sold or whatever. And so now you will be able to very soon be able to move between sub accounts. So
Yeah,
love this option.
that's really, really handy. I love that. Cool. Can't wait for that one. Oh, wow, Ryan. This next one, are we allowed to talk
I
about?
mean, it was in a town hall, so
All right, here we go. Also coming soon, rental property support in services, aka service calendars. I don't know why we don't just
yes.
call them that, but rental property support, man, that's one that people have been asking for years.
It is a big one, and most of it hinges on getting multi-day bookings, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then having like overlap and buffer times and turnover and that kind of thing. So,
Check in, check out.
yeah, we've been actively discussing this for a long time. So this is no secret that we're working on it, but it is coming out very soon. It may or may not be announced at a special event in October, but it's nevertheless coming very soon, and I'm thrilled for this. Having been in real estate myself. So it's going to be awesome.
I like this one, Ryan. You know, sometimes we like to think of ourselves as like arming the rebels. And I really feel like property owners are just kind of fed up with Airbnb and like sort of being held hostage, right? So this is going to unlock our agencies, our SaaSpreneurs to get out there and start helping these properties really bring a lot of the business back direct.
Exactly. Direct bookings are almost always better in a lot of ways, especially if you only got a couple there. But at any rate, you can at least see where this is kind of going, getting direct bookings, into property managers' sites.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next up, we told them, Ryan. We told them. We always tell them.
They thought it was hype. We were not hyping this.
It's sold out. The summit is sold out. I really hope you got your ticket if you wanted to be there this year. There is a wait list. There's no guarantees, obviously, but if you want to get on that wait list, you can scan that QR code and hop into that queue in case there are some cancellations. There's always a few cancellations as we head in. So
it happens. Yeah.
You know, there will be a few more people that get in. But yeah, we're sold out, Ryan. We're ready to go.
We're pumped. Everybody's excited. The team is jazzed up. We're talking playlists. We're talking all kinds of fun stuff that's going to be happening. So can't wait to see everybody there.
Can't wait to see everybody there. We're less than a month away. Can't wait. Can't wait to see you there. All right. I think that's a good one to end on. Hopefully you had time to scan that QR if you want to join the wait list. But until then, we'll see you next